All right, let's talk about the release date then, because at the end of the first trailer, we're watching it. You're thinking, oh, cool trailer, right? No, it's neat, it's neat. And then completely subtle, they did not make a thing out of it. We get the title screen, Halo 5 Guardians. Underneath that, 10/27/15.
Which is interesting because traditionally Halo is always in November release dates, right? Like November 11th specifically.
Well, they have a month to delay it now, so everything gets delayed these days.
I mean, without being awful, how confident are you on October 27th being the actual date?
There is zero chance that game moves. It will be October 27th. They would not, if they were going to wait this long. I mean, it's just about April. It's the super end of March.
How many years since 4 then?
How many years?
Yeah.
That was holiday. It was November 2012.
Really? Jeez.
So
I've been here.
Just about almost 3 years to the day.
I remember distinctly going to that event and playing through the campaign. It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah. But no, I don't think that's the date. October 27th is the date. It's not moving, barring some catastrophic thing, because they're now going to build all their marketing around this. It's going to be in all their marketing materials.
Okay.
There's no way this date moves.
And plus, if you played the beta, it's in a pretty, I wouldn't even call it just playable state. It feels good. It feels polished. I mean, we know nothing about the campaign or anything yet.
Yeah.
But if the multiplayer beta was any indication, the game's pretty far along.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
What I wanted to get into with this, so it turns out, we had all originally assumed November, because that's historically been most of the Halo games have shipped in November. But then, a month or so back, we talked a lot on the show. We did a whole big segment on, well, what if it could be September? Because there was that Halo 5 art book that somebody picked out, and it had a release date of August. It's like,
Do you remember what dates we ended up saying?
Well, we were just saying September, and how that could have made a lot of sense. You get out before all the
that's
sort
when
of
Destiny
Call of Duty
launched. Yeah.
But that is not going to be the case. October 27th will put this game 1 to 2 weeks before Black Ops 3, which is exactly what we presume. We assume to be the next Call of Duty. Let's put it that way. I don't actually know anything. I really, truly am just guessing.
This is the second time in the show where we promise you we don't actually.
I swear to God, that's. If I had actually said something I knew, I would just edit it out later and you'd never see it. So I'm telling you, it's not a thing. But now that's Halo 4. We've talked at length, and it's widely known. That's what happened to Halo 4. Was it came out 2 weeks before, what was it at the time? I think Modern Warfare 2, was it?
No,
something like that.
It was Black Ops.
Or I think it was the first Black Ops
2.
2012.
Did I say first?
Was that?
Yeah, because
I don't play Black Ops.
2013 was Ghost. Last year was Advanced Warfare.
That sounds right, because that's the event I ended up having to go to.
So, at any point, major Call of Duty release. And the player base
it was like, dude,
was great, and then fell off a cliff, never came back.
Yeah.
They lost all their players, presumably, to Call of Duty. And so they are they're putting themselves in the exact same situation again. So this tells me that they're extremely confident. I mean, this shows nothing but confidence. Or it's just they're so headstrong that they're idiots. But I don't think they're... I give them a little more credit than that.
There's really nowhere, unless you were literally months away, there's nowhere that you could put it out in October or November that's not going to... that Black Ops.
Well, early October.
Yeah.
You could.
But then you're also going to have Battlefront.
Well, that exactly.
Whatever that is.
I would guess. So, the Battlefield release window when they've done fall Battlefields has been that end of October.
Yeah.
And but then we've got Star Wars Episode 7 out in December. I am guessing that Star Wars Battlefront is going to be out in November, like in the right around Call of Duty, within a week or two.
Yeah, because that's EA's.
Oh, that's their big gun.
That's their big. Yeah,
absolutely.
Outside of sports, that's their game this fall.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah, you've got Microsoft is putting Halo 5 and its online community, its user base, its legs. They're going straight up against not just Call of Duty, presumably Black Ops 3, but also Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Which is just extremely telling in their confidence in this game.
That's good. I mean, I would love to see the return of Halo. I made a prediction. I don't remember if this was public or not, or maybe it was on this show. But I build Halo 5 as the console game to bring console games back into, or like console first-person shooters back into the esports fold.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a bold claim.
Well, we did just have this weekend the Call of Duty Championships.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is a huge thing, but it's kind of its own thing. Like, it's not. I don't know. It's weird to say.
It's
but
not
like,
mainstream. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like Call of Duty has a really rabid and successful fan base, but the Call of Duty Championships don't really fall in line with like.
That game's also on PC.
Yeah, but I mean the PC community is even smaller than the console.
That's
community.
true.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it doesn't fall exactly in line with the esports titans like Dota 2 or League of Legends or even StarCraft.
So you're looking
or
to you
Counter-Strike.
think Halo could crack into that category
I think
as an esport.
Yes, that's my prediction. Is like I think Halo will bring consoles and Xbox One back into that fold. I mean, it did it once before, back like with Halo 3, but that was a long time ago, and I know everything's changed. But I have this high hope for it because I would love to see that console shooter come back.
So the other thing, go ahead, Dustin.
Their hype machine is definitely working. Like, I'm reading old Halo books, picking up on book 6 where I left off, and like I'm itching to like finish the Halo 3 campaign and Halo 4 campaign.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm getting it really excited for this now. They're doing an excellent job building up this mythos around it.
So the other thing, of course, you had all the sarcastic people tweeting me after I put the release date out there.
On the internet?
I know, right?
No.
That how many months until the patch that makes it work come out?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is with October 27th, they know they cannot ship a broken Halo game. They 343 knows that as well as anyone knows that. They know that their goodwill is gone.
They're not
The
trusted.
karma balance at the bank is overdrawn. Like they're done in the goodwill karma department. They know if they screw this up, there will be long-term damage
Yeah.
to the
So
franchise.
that's why I feel it's weird. You can't say that and then at the same time say it's absolutely coming out on October 27th. Like, we know this generation way too well to know that something gives in one case or the other.
All right.
with
I mean,
so
well-
many games.
This game has been in development though for
That's
a
what
while.
I think.
Sure, of course. But so has Uncharted 4. So has Zelda.
But
So was the Master Chief Collection.
it's possible, Marty,
Yeah.
that Halo 5 is actually being.
But we didn't have a release date for Uncharted 4, right?
We had 2015.
Okay, but
And
that's
then
not.
Not a
that
specific
slipped
one.
to
Yeah.
2016.
Perhaps Halo 5 will actually be done by late August, early September, and they're actually building in polish time,
Yeah.
which it feels like a lot of these AAA games that have had problems have
It's been running
failed
up
to
to
do.
the wire. True.
Yeah, where
Absolutely.
they go down to the wire and beyond. They patch it, between the time it goes gold and gets on shelves, and every game has a day one patch.
Totally.
Do you think they'll do August, then a multiple component?
I
yeah, you were saying
like
that
a
there
beta?
was. You thought there was another multiplayer beta inbound. For
I
sure.
still think that's happening.
Yeah.
I 100% still believe that. I think it's going to get now that we have the date. E3's in June. Yeah, I think they'll.
Gamescom?
Yeah, exactly.
It's August, right?
I think they're going to drop that multiplayer beta, the large scale, vehicle based multiplayer beta at Gamescom.
And that's how you drum up a bigger, more fervent fan base to go against Call of Duty, is because
Yes.
Call of Duty generally doesn't
Get
have betas.
They did it with Modern Warfare
Oh, really?
1 or 2. They
Oh,
actually
interesting.
they did have a
Isn't that the
brief
one that was
beta.
broken at launch?
No,
Neither of
Modern
them.
Warfare games,
No.
Yeah, both.
No,
Modern
there was one
Warfares
that
were
launched and like online didn't function.
Maybe 3.
I don't remember.
That's the one I didn't play. It definitely wasn't
One of
one
the
or two.
Call of
Yeah.
Duties, not Halo.
But yeah, no, I think they're just. I think they've got a schedule. They know they can't ship a busted mess. They had a real beta back in December, January. I think there's going to be another one with large scale vehicles that'll be more of a stress test type server.
Totally.
Can the servers hold up kind of thing. And
Which that's where the problems were with Master Chief Collection were with multiplayer. So like
and,
if there's
yeah,
anywhere to
parties
focus,
Yes.
and matchmaking.
yeah, if there's
Yeah.
anywhere to focus, it'd be on the technical end and like the networking part of the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah,
Which
they
is what
definitely
they're gonna
they
beta
took game
test.
design feedback from the beta, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
the next beta that they haven't announced that I think is real.
Do you think the campaign's like already done and they're just worried about that?
not literally done. It's all.
they'll
I'll bet
always
it's
polish.
in. I'll bet you can. If I had to guess, I've been around games long enough. I mean, I'm not a game developer, but I've seen them enough in development. I think you can play through the entire campaign right now. It's probably there are pieces missing, textures, voiceover, this kind of thing. But I'll bet that campaign is playable from start to finish at this point in time. If I had to guess, which that's all it is a guess.
They haven't even
Number
started on the
3,
campaign
Ryan does
yet.
not know this thing. This is not privy to information. This is just
I would be sued if
How
this
many
were a
name
real
threads
thing.
are gonna
Yeah,
pop
oh
up on
god,
this?
my things I say are not newsworthy.
Ryan's a liar. He knows everything.
I'm really I'm the oracle. I know everything about everything. So then the last big point that I want to cover with you guys on these Halo 5 trailers. So what does October 27th do to Microsoft's fall lineup? We've speculated about it in the past on this show.
Well, Quantum Break's already got out of the way.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
No, it slipped to
Yeah,
2016.
didn't it?
No.
I thought I'm pretty
We
sure.
speculated
I
that.
We talked about that. We think it's going
We
to.
think it should.
I thought they announced it
Nope.
got out of the
No,
way.
they haven't.
Okay, all right.
That's in Destin's brain.
I feel like
Sean
you're,
Sean
I feel
remembers
like
it
you're
too.
right.
Like, I'm
No,
not
I
being
feel
crazy.
like you're right.
Conversation on the podcast. You guys are
Okay,
literally
maybe that's where it's from. Yeah.
Anyway,
I saw a
Marty.
story on
So
IGN.
Marty,
Yeah.
So yeah, we had kind of we'd been saying we thought, okay, Forza Motorsport 6 in September, Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider in October, Halo 5 in November. So is it as simple as does Tomb Raider get that November slot now?
Tentatively, yes. I still
You think Tomb Raider's getting delayed?
The realist in me think one of these games is going to get delayed. Because I would be willing to bet 5 games that we think are coming out this fall are not coming out this fall.
Well, that happened last year. Evolve was delayed. Battlefield was delayed.
Yeah.
We have a
Dragon
big
Age
announcement
was
from
delayed a little bit, but
then
still
Witcher,
came out in the fall.
Batman,
Yeah.
We have a big. We're thinking Fallout announcement from Bethesda coming. Is that this year?
Again,
They're one of those companies that are like, here's a trailer. Oh, it's out.
I
this
said
holiday.
I did say on the
Yeah.
show, and I think somebody might have been Mitch that didn't believe me.
Yeah.
I said if it's announced at E3, it'll be out this year.
Yeah, because I think the first time we saw Fallout 3 in gameplay was
E3.
Fallout 3 gameplay was at E3 and it came out in
The same
October,
year.
November.
The same year.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be another game to watch out for, though.
Yeah,
But so Marty, you think?
I mean, I think Tomb Raider could come out in November. I would not be surprised. if it
Late
was out in November.
late November, I think it would be
in
okay.
November. I mean, it has to be before
Right.
Black Friday. It's not gonna come out after
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Oh, you're right.
Well, Destin, what do you think? Do you think that's how it's going to go? September? You think it'll go Forza, Halo, Tomb Raider?
Yeah, Forza needs to come out first, so that needs to happen. There'll be a few like sprinklings in September, October. I mean, nobody's really announced for October, right?
Well,
Maybe like one other game will hit in that month.
I guess nobody has outright said third-party stuff has outright said October.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
And
But
November will be a nightmare.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
No
it is
one's
every year.
no one's gonna like move further away. They're all gonna launch in November, and it's gonna have an impact on the player base for Master Chief or Halo.
Master Chief as a human being will have an
Yeah.
impact on him.
Yeah,
He'll be
he'll-
emotionally impacted.
He'll be like, I'm already so stressed out. I don't need this release date problem.
I don't think
followers will
anyone's
take a
gonna
hit.
move. Like you said, their marketing campaigns are in place, so
Marty, I definitely understand where you're coming from on being less confident about Tomb Raider's delay, because that's a game we've seen nothing of. So we have no sort of
Tomb Raider
barometer.
could move, and nobody cares because
Why would no one care?
they
Oh,
didn't
totally
announce a
care.
date yet, did they?
I think they said 2015.
They've been saying they've been including it in all of their fall 2015. Xbox is the best place to play.
Okay.
It's been in all their 2015 videos.
Yeah, a lot of that's to appease retailers and
Yeah.
True.
and,
True, but we definitely
share owners.
we don't have a concrete date, obviously, for
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
What
I'm
do you
just
think-
saying-
Do you think? What are the odds that on either side, on Sony or on Microsoft, that a third-party game the caliber of Tomb Raider gets an exclusivity window with one console? What if Fallout gets announced and it's 6 months? It's an Xbox One game, or 6 months it's a PS4. Well, it's probably gonna be PS. I don't know.
No, I don't think anybody would do that with
I mean,
Xbox.
Microsoft
I
has
would
a lot
have
of money.
I would have doubted that
Tomb Raider
would have done that.
Totally.
So, and I would really super doubt that Bethesda would go that route with Fallout. But I think that would move consoles.
Mhm.
That's a game that would move consoles.
Fallout?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like you would buy if there was a 3 to 6 month exclusivity window, you would buy that console.
That
Fallout
will
3
not
sell super
happen.
well?
3?
Yeah, like
Yes.
because I wasn't in the
3
industry yet. Like,
3
I
did
wasn't paying
great.
attention. Did it?
3 did great. It didn't. It hadn't. reached Elder Scrolls levels
Sure,
yet, but
yeah.
now it has.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, now I think Fall. I mean, maybe not quite, because Elder Scrolls is enormous now, but Fallout 4 is going to be huge.
yeah, and we know just like post-apocalyptic sort of dreary settings have
Yeah.
become more and more popular.
Well, that's just that game, that franchise.
So-
it'll just kill.
So, Marty, you think so? If Tomb Raider were to slip into 2016, do you think there probably is no big first-party November game, and they just because Halo's the very end of October? You think they just promote Halo through November? And-
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something downloadable. Maybe something from Rare. Maybe something the level of like Ori. I mean,
but
everyone
not
loves
as
Ori,
not as a
but
fall game.
not as
though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we see something that gets announced. Microsoft shows something on stage, and we see it in November.
Rumored. I even hesitate to call it rumored because it's mostly fan desired. The Marcus Phoenix collection that they've been
Yeah,
denying.
so what? Yeah, they said.
The Mass Effect remaster.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, I mean, they've said about Marcus Phoenix that we're not working on a collection,
Right.
but there is something, right?
No, I don't know.
Maybe we'll just get a one-off remastered Gears of War 1 remastered.
No, who wants that? If you're gonna do it, you got to do at least the 3 main games.
They're doing God of War 3 remaster, not the other one.
That's true. That is true. That is a fair thing to say. All right, so that's it for Halo. I hope you. I'm sure there are people like screaming at their audio devices, going, "No, I have this theory." Well,
Share it with
Leave in the
us.
comments,
Yeah.
man.
happy to get tweeted or
Yeah,
put
tweet
in the
us your
comments.
thoughts.
Or if you didn't care about Halo, sorry.
Yeah, well, we warned you up front. We'll say that much.